Hello, 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 everyone. Kim from K&RP here in southeastern Manitoba. It is a stinking, hazy, smoky day out there. I had to go for groceries this morning. I am not amused. Anyway, it is currently 21 degrees uh, Celsius, 23 with the humidex. Hey, Barbara, welcome, welcome, which is 69 Fahrenheit, 73 with the humidex. Happy 4th of July to those who celebrate. Um, yeah. So I really haven't been down here much since Sunday because the kids were here for dinner yesterday. It was so nice out. I could actually breathe out there. Hi, Jan. Hey, Brenda. I could actually breathe out there. So I spent the day outside playing in I took some stuff out and was sitting in the greenhouse and doing some slow stitching on tassels, did some weeding, that kind of thing. Got nothing done down here. As you can see, I still have my little houses that I did on Sunday and a stack of them that I haven't touched. Go me. Um, did start on Meet Your Creativity. We're doing a week of prompts again. So it started out with 7 lines, 2 lines any way you want. And then today is day 2. So it was draw an orange square. Not that mine are square. I'm not, hey, Belinda, I'm not too concerned that they're not square. So it was an orange square around where your lines intersected. So don't know what day 3 is going to be, Wednesday, but I'll think of something. So, I'm flying by the seat of my pants here. I only decided what I wanted to play with when I sat down here. Um, because I'm having the whole family here for supper. I did grocery shopping bright and early, came home, made a brownie, made a hash brown casserole, made a farmer sausage casserole, made a hot taco dip. They're all sitting in the fridge just waiting to go in the oven. The brownie is it's a refrigerator brownie, so I don't have to do anything with that. So all I have to do is chop veggies after. Oh, you finished your cat on a head girl. Nice. Nice. So, as I was saying, so I'm sitting here looking at these little things before I even sign up that I'm going to be doing my live today. And I'm looking at them thinking, well, because I had taken that course, and the very first day of the course, yeah, it's one of those days again. I know it's not even 1 in the afternoon. So, anyway, the very first day of the course, we did these letters. She said, um, this is the more happy. Her name is Lynn Gianta, and Gianta, maybe? I'm not sure. So she does paper lettering collages. And so what she does is she has all these little bits of paper with fun patterns on them. She cuts letters out of them. If you don't want to cut out the hole, you could put a flower, you could do something like this. So I thought that we would do some of that today. Thanks, Belinda. So I figured we would just make some marks on some papers and see what they look like when we're cutting letters out. I do know that um, I think I prefer a finer kind of doodle. But then I'm thinking, so if I have all these little papers, wouldn't it be fun just to use those for the roofs for the houses or even the houses themselves? Hey, Anne, welcome, welcome. So I figure we're just going to make some marks on little bits of paper and I'm going to cut out some letters. You know how we save letters from magazines for ransom letters? I've got lots of ransom letters, but if I combined some of those with the ransom letters, I think we could have a lot of fun. I'm well. Did you have a wonderful birthday, Anne? And happy 4th of July to my friends down south. Okay, so we're going to use scraps. Surprise! Although I did bring out my box of bigger scraps, and these are pretty much all solid colors. So I figured I would use these. I've got a couple left on the desk from when we were playing houses. Hi, Sherry. Welcome, welcome. We're going to do some doodling and cut out some letters and see what happens. So I have a piece of paper. What do I want to use? Should I use gel pens? Let's use some gel pens. Let's just draw some angly lines with gel pens on this one. And of course, she didn't do the whole paper. She just did little sections. So you could take a whole piece of paper, section it off. But because I'm using scraps, I'm just going to do this. No, I am not using a ruler. No, they are not straight. No, I'm not really fussy about the distance apart. Does that surprise any of you? Hey, not this guy. Welcome, welcome. Nice to see you again. Not this guy. Do you have a name? Okay, so as I said, we're just going to draw lines like this. Just angle lines because it's something simple. We can all do it. They're not straight. They're not measured. We don't care, right? Hi, Sean. Nice to meet you. So now we have to decide what letter do we want to cut out of this. Let's do a... And I'm not measuring how big they are either. Okay, guys? We're not measuring anything here. No stress. Just breathe. Just play. Just breathe. Let's do it. Let's cut a J out of this. So we've got the top. It's straight. Oh my. And we're just going to cut in. Then we're going to go down. And come up with a curl. It doesn't have to be perfect. We're having fun. We're bringing out our inner child and just playing, right? We don't have to be overly fussy. That's a cute J. Oh, yeah, Jan. Hey, cool. J. Okay, so I've got a J out of that. I've got these little bits. Do I save them? Do I not save them? Oh, my. I'm going to put them to the side for now because I can't decide. So on this one, let's do a... We can get two out of this one, actually. I'm going to do a little one. And let's do a... Nope, do not save. Oh, you don't know what you're saying. Let's do an M out of this. So we're going to make straight line up and a point. And we're going to go up again. And we're going to go down. And if you would like to even it out, we can even it out that little bit. That's going in the save pile. Sorry, Belinda, I just have to because it's just, I might throw them out at the end. We'll see. I might think of a really cool thing to do with them. You never know. Okay, I've got a funky looking M. Yeah, you do. So I've got a J and an M. And let's cut maybe B out of this one. Look, that would make a cute little flag on an ATC. Right? Or, I could do a chimney out of one of these. I don't know that I can throw these bits out yet. But did I say I was going to do this? I could just leave it aside for something else. Let's take this here hunk of pink. And I think I'm just going to take this piece off. Oh, no. See this? See this piece? This piece I will throw in the garbage. Okay, so on this one, how about if we grab some paint? Oh, let's grab some. No, I've got red, black, gold, white, and blue on the desk. I've got more under the desk. Test. Poke, poke, poke. Make a bee. I'll do a bee out of this pink one. It'll have red. So I've got another ugly brush. And I'm going to take this piece of shelf lining stuff and I'm going to get it wet and put it down. Does that make sense? We're going to go like this on the shelf lining thing. We're going to paint it. Yep, Kodak moment. And we're going to press it down like a stamp because we can. Look, it's fun. We're going to do that all over this page. Gotta get those Kodak moments when you can. Sean, do you create things? Are you still here? All right. Kind of like that. And the nice thing is it's not overly wet. This is wet. See, I can put it down here and do that. I'll make a bee. I've got water on my desk still too. I finished my tag journal, guys. Yay! I actually got something accomplished. You want to be out of this one or this one? Yellow or pink? I think you wanted the yellow. We'll do a yellow. I'm going to cut this piece off. And so we're going to do a bee. We've got a bee. And then, like I say, we can put some flowers for the holes, or you can cut that out with an X-Acto knife if you wanted. It's totally up to you. You want to do the X-Acto knife? Let's try it. We're just winging this today, guys. We're just freehanding and playing and having fun, and I have a blade right here. Look, I'm even a little organized. So let's do the line. And I'm not great at doing inside, like, it's not as round as I like. Hey, Sylvia, welcome. We are making fun letters. I've doodled on pieces of paper and we're just cutting out some letters because we can, you know. And of course, I am not measuring because that's not what I do. And then, of course, you can always come back with a black liner and outline things. I'd taken that week-long workshop week thing. The very first class was doing lettering. So she did give us a lettering chart thing to use. And then she totally went and did it totally different. So the stems on her peas were different paper, different color, different pattern, everything. She just kind of, put a piece here, put a piece there. The E's were smashed, but they were a lot of fun. So I figured, why not? We can have fun with this. And of course, she had us doodle at the same time, right? So, and some of her letters were just plain paper, some were scrapbook paper. It was just a lot of fun. So you could use anything Again, anything. So this one I'm going to cut so that I've got a letter here, the letter here. So this will be a nice skinny. Let's do a P. See, I've got this little piece left. I am going to trim it. But still, that would be a really cute little thing on an ATC. You know, that would actually, looking at it, I could make a dress on a little lady on an ATC with that. Because, it's just the way things happen. Okay, what else do we want to do? Should we try an S? Should I try freehand cutting a letter? It is fun. And I figured I've got a lot of ransom note letters from magazines. I think I'd like to have some like this. So I figured that I would do this today. Okay, we're doing an S. Oh, I don't know, guys. I think we're playing Stump Me today. Oh, no. It's going the way I want it to. I got an S. Oh, we did these on Sunday. These are fairy houses. I showed how I did my fairy houses. So I've got a stack here that I was supposed to have had done by today, but it just didn't work out that way. They're fun. Little bit of whimsy. I'm trying to rebuild my stash of things. I'm quite low on a lot of different items. Should I turn this into an E? That could be a fun E. Or how about an A? Let's do it in A. Oh, thank you. So I kind of like my A's pointy. Of course, you will do them your way. And this one, I am not going to do the hole in the center. I will put something there. Fairy houses are fun. These, look, I'm going to throw these away. Oh, but this triangle, look, this triangle could be useful. I'll keep the triangles. I think I'm going to have to do an ATC day, guys. These little bits can go. So, I don't know if I'm going to get a whole alphabet done today. I'm just glad to be here and visiting with you guys. Let's take a hunk of this yellow. Oh, that's heavy cardstock. Camera click what? The fairy houses? I'll hold them up again. Let's even put them on a piece of paper so you can see them. Have this lovely green paper. You got them? Click, click. And they're gone. Thanks, Jen. Okay, so I've got this yellow and I've got red. Oh, we never did try this. Remember? This is that clip thing that broke on me the other day. And I thought that I could make curvy lines on the back of a card to write. Let's see if I can do just curvy lines for marking. I'm sure. Let's not do it on the cutting mat. So again, just paint, brush, acrylic paint. Oh, yeah, yeah. You know what, guys? I like this. That'll make great lines on the back of a card. Wouldn't those make great lines on the back of a card? I think so. So I'm going to go at an angle this time and go back the other way. Because I want a bit smaller pattern, right? Because the letters are little. I think this one's going to take a little bit longer to dry because I've got a blob there. So I'll put those to the side to dry. I've got an awful lot of red paint here. I need to paint something red. How about if I just take that book? This is my art journal. And I'm just going to find a blank page and we're just going to scrape that onto the blank page because we can. I have a scraper thing someplace. Oh, that's a ruler. Let's not use the ruler. Look, I've got a piece of scraper. It's from a, I don't know what. But we're just going to scrape this. Let's not waste it, right? So what have you guys been up to? Downpours and thunder. I am so jealous. We had to put the sprinkler on the garden the other night. It was so dry. I could stick my hand. It was dry to my knuckles. Not good. Okay. Used up the red paint. Yay! Go me. This is wet. Let's try some blue. So Jan has been working on flowers. What's everybody else been working on? Brenda did the cat on the head. Barbara, Belinda, Sylvia, what did you guys up to? Yeah. I've been just taking Benadryl like crazy to get through these days. I've got this little square. I'm just going to do something little. Let's do it this way. Ugly brush. Oh, the ugly brush was really wet, so that's going to be a real wet mess. That's okay because it's just going to add that texture. Sort of. Well, that didn't work as planned. But you know what? I can still use it. Yeah, I'm trying to use up stuff too. The little lady faces. Like the ones that I do on my cards, Belinda? My lady faces or somebody else's lady faces? Oh, good, Sylvia. I like your caravan journal. That was very cute. All right, so that was way too wet. Way too wet. Forgot that this sops up a lot of water. And do I have something to mop it with? No, I don't. I just have Mopsy, and I'm not using Mopsy. I'll just take a scrap of paper, and I will just squeeze it. Awesome. I was actually thinking of doing some fairies sometime this week or this month, painting some fairies. So this is a nice big blue blob, but that's okay. That's not what I wanted. I've got black cardstock. Are you dry now? I'm just going to do like this in hopes that it doesn't blob the way the other one did. That's going to give me a few letters. Well, it's okay because it's got some pattern. It's not overpowering. What else have I got to make patterns with? I've got this. This is just a piece of paper that I punched out a bunch of yellow holes for flowers. And now I just use them for stencils after. Until it's so mucky it doesn't work anymore. Oh, I bet you could make a fairy. Bet you I could talk you through it, and your fairy would be absolutely fabulous. I like the polka dots. What else have I got in the way of stencils right here? Ooh, let's use this thing. I've got this thing. Yeah, that would be hard, Sylvia. Okay, I'm just going to dip this in the paint, dab some off instead of using the brush. Oh, look, those are fun too. This is just a roll from an adding machine tape, but it's got these really cool things. And the thing too is you can always go back and doodle on these, right? You can embellish them. You could add some stitching. You could add little flowers. This is just the base again. Just working on some bases. I like those. Am I getting carried away? Yep, it's okay. Two-inch circle. Oh, that would be cool. That would be very cool. Did you do any with the grass skirts and toes? Oh, wet. Very wet brush. Very wet brush again. So again, this one's going to need to dry. I am going to scrape that up and add it to this page. And I'm not really trying to create a pattern here. I'm just playing. It's just mindless crafting when I do this. This is just going to be a background. I might do somebody's prompt game on it. I might rip it out and use it as a background on something, you know. I don't want any more blue on that page. at this pink. Let's do just a strip of blue down this pink. And then I'm going to come back and draw circles or something on it. And cut a letter out of it. It's a little thick, but that's okay. We're just making bases for letters. Okay, this one's still wet. I'm going to cut this one in half. No skirts and toes. My job here is done then, Belinda. If your head is doing the whirly gig thing, that's, yeah. Oh no, Barbara, not good. Hi, Beth. Welcome, welcome. I am just doodling on some pages because I'm just cutting out a bunch of letters. Instead of cutting them out of magazines, I'm kind of doing my own. Let's do an O. I'm going to try an O. Freehand cut an O without folding it in half. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's a fun O. Look, garbage. Then I'm going to use this and my blade, which I put right beside me. And I'm going to cut out a circle. And again, I'm just going to hold my mouth in the right position, hopefully, and it's going to work. The nice thing about if you are cutting out the centers and it's not doing what you want it to, you can cover it up with a flower or something. Thanks, Barbara. I like that. I will explain what Kim is doing. She is doing because she is, and she's inspiring. Well, thank you. I am just playing, guys. You know, that's what I do, and I just seem to drag you guys along, whether you want to come or not. But I'm glad I'm inspiring. But again, like I say, if I had, okay, so that's pretty rough looking. I can always go in and trim it just a bit, hopefully. And then too, once you have practice at this, it'll go much easier, I'm sure. I can always come in with like a little piece of sandpaper or emery board and take that off. But now we have an O. But what I was saying, Beth, is because I do my little fairy houses, if I have little bits of paper like this already and cut it out of that, it would make life simpler than decorating them all from blank pieces of paper. A lot of times I do use gel prints, but something like this, just with a simple pattern on it, I think would be so much better. Yeah, down the rabbit hole. Am I the Mad Hatter? Maybe. Okay, so we've got an O. And they're kind of the same size, you know. Oh, that's P. We're getting there. I don't know. Like I say, I doubt that I'm going to get an entire alphabet. That's not really my plan. Exactly. Have fun and craft with no stress. So, how are you today, Beth? What have you been playing with? that other piece is really wet still, so I'm just leaving it for now. These are pretty big. This one I'm going to cut in half. This one, if I do it in fours, it would be too small, but you know what? You can have small letters too. I'm just doing it. I'm just doing it, guys. Maybe I'll save that to use as a roof. Don't know. You get frustrated? Oh, that's not good. That is not good. How about if I do a K? I think I want a big polka dot blue K. We'll see. And because I'm not following a pattern, this is just what's happening. That's fun. Except this has a point and that doesn't have a point. I don't know how I did that. But that's okay. Me too, Sylvia. Me too. Oh, good, Belinda. These bits. Oh, oh. No. Oh, yeah. It's going in the. I guess I'm going to have to do some ATCs. An E? Do we do an E out of this? I think it can get cut this way. And I'm going to do an E. E's shouldn't be hard, right? You just have to blah, 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 blah. Hack out rectangles. And again, like I say, paint a floral thing up it. That could be fun. Okay, we've got an E. Oh, no. Oh, you know what? My bits book still has lots of room in it. What about the letter I? Should I do an I out of this? So, are any of you going to fireworks or anything tonight? Are you having big family barbecue or anything? They didn't do fireworks in Winnipeg for Canada Day. They did that drone thing. It was supposed to be really nice. Have a big letter I and some rectangles. Oh, I could do that. I've already got the O. I'll do an R with polka dots too. That's how I got that. Ha. Well. Hmm. Have to cut this one off to match then. Got an R. But I want a different color for the last letter. That means I have to decorate another one. I have this light green stuff that can go in the garbage. Hey, Tina, welcome, welcome. Aw, thanks, hon. Oh, yeah. That's kind of annoying, Barbara. I think with this one, I am going to take. I want to make polka dots on it, but what do I want to make polka dots with? Um, white polka dots on green. Thanks, Anne. Are you having a big celebration tonight, Tina? Or have you done it already? And for these polka dots, I am just going to take. What am I going to take? How about this pen thing? The end of the pen. Oh yeah, that'll give me nice polka dots. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Well, I think that they didn't do it because of people who suffer from PTSD and because it frightens the animals so much that they went with the drones. They also said it was something to do with reconciliation, but I'm not sure that that actually really has anything to do with it. Yeah. Does Jasper get scared of fireworks? Well, thanks for coming, Ma. I appreciate it. Winnipeg's having problems with coyotes attacking kids. We've had two kids attacked in the past week. Yeah, I don't think that's fair to the animals either. Like, I know that our dogs were terrified. They would just shake and hide. And my old next door neighbor, she had a golden retriever, and it would hide in the bathtub. It would get in the bathtub and hide and dig, and it just wasn't very nice. Just doing a polka dot thing. You can use anything. I am using the end of this pen. Depends on what size polka dots you want. Oh, that's not fun. And Benadryl doesn't hurt the dog? Oh, that's very sad. Very sad. We have a colony of bees living under the steps to our side door, which is our main door that we use. And it's a little scary. Oh, that's really bad when he has seizures, and that's not good. Poor baby. Okay, this pen is not a wonderful pen. So how about if I just do a lot of like green circle things, black circle things on the green? Those will be fun letters too. And again, I am not concerned that they're round. I'm not concerned that they're uniform. I am just making marks. I'm going to use them because I can. Yeah, those thunder shirts are supposed to be really good. So with these dots, these open circle dot things, I can always go back and fill them in on the letter. I could do a little swirl in them. The problem is my steps are concrete, and they would have to jackhammer my steps out. A thunder shirt is almost like a weighted blanket, but it's in a vest form and it's quite snug. Yeah, I'll have to call one of the local apiaries and see. Yeah, it is. I mean, I love bees. I don't want to see anything happen to them, but I can't have them there with a nest. And I'm just doing S's all over the place over here. Again, just making little marks. They could be lines, they could be swoops, they could be whatever you like. Okay, so those white dots are still really wet, so I'm going to cut them off, put them to the side to dry. This is a very little piece. Hey, Marty, welcome, welcome. Oh, no, Anne. What am I going to do with this one? That's a really little one. I'm going to put it on that pile. I'm going to cut an end out of this one. We're just going to kind of level it off a little. I'm just making ransom letter kind of things out of my own doodled papers. Well, that didn't work. That didn't work at all. But I guess this is going to be a V because it's not an N. It's okay. I have a V. It's a wonderful little triangle bits that I can use on ATCs. Oh, cool. Oh, 70 plus times. The poor baby. Poor mite. It's crazy. Okay, so that didn't work. And I didn't want to use the black, so I did the green. That one's too wet. I guess I have to wait. But I still have this piece. I could use this one. Let's see if I can do this properly now. I'm trying to freehand cut these letters. So that's why I ran into trouble there. There we go. Did it. Ta-da! Yeah, hospital is right. Yeah, wasps are real nasty beasts. Okay, so let's get rid of that big piece of black. Let's turn this into a U. Got a U. Oh, that's bad. Sylvia, do you carry an EpiPen for that? Information. Wow. Okay, let's see if I can do a Q out of this one. So I want an angle thing. And I need it to be round. And I guess I need to cut it. Yeah, I mean, we use sprays on wasp nests, but I don't know what we're going to do about this bee's nest. They cannot stay there. Okay, so this and this. I'm just freehanding these letters, whoever has come in. Just wanted some letters to play with that weren't all ransom letters. And I have a Q. Yay! What am I missing? Okay, we have A. I should lay them out, right? So I know what I've got. A, C, D, E, H, I, J, K. We don't have an L. We have M, N, O, P, Q, R, S. Oh, J, and a U and a V. No. You're off, Jan? Have fun, Jan. Give the baby a hug from Auntie. No, people do not understand or respect food allergies at all. They don't get it. They just don't get it. Okay, I've got this big piece. Okay, let's do a C. I'm doing the inside first because I'm a chicken. Just thought it would be easier. Oh, the houses? The houses are, let's grab a ruler. They're approximately 3.5 inches, 3.25, 3.5. Is that glare? 3.5 for the houses. They're about 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches wide. And of course, depending on the roof, they can be taller. And the letters are, well, the N is the biggest, and it's 2 inches. So 2 inches and under, I would say. And width-wise, about this is 1.75 inches, the J. Did you get that, Barbara? I would see. Feel like I should have a cheer. Give me a C. Awesome, Barbara. Um, the W might be, but I mean, I did the M. I think it. I'm cutting the papers pretty much the same sizes. Cheerleading crafting time, yeah. Because you got to have fun. But I think I want to do a few different sets of letters and just throw them in a bin so I've got them in one of my envelopes. But I mean, even if I used some of the stuff on the book page, I know I had other plans for this, but let's do some. They're very thin. The book page is quite old, quite thin. Let's try the W. So I'm going to do the bottom point of the W. And I guess they go up at a little bit of an angle. And down at an angle. Well, I guess I could use that as M or a W, but it's okay. It's a little heavy there. Not a fan. Not a fan. We're going to adjust that. W needs a diet. Still think this is just a smidge heavy there. So here's the thing. I'm only taking off small slivers at a time. I'm not going crazy taking off pieces. That just very well may be bigger. You're right. I think I cut it longer. Okay, it's about 2.25. same size as the P. These are all over the place. But yeah, the W is quite large. But I can fix that. Go like this. And like this. There. Now it's more in line. All right, Beth, welcome back. Still working on my letters. I need an F. Let's do an F out of this stuff. That's pretty wide. I think that's, no, it's, I'm going to cut an F out of this one. Piece of book page. So, yeah, gel prints would work just fine for cutting out these letters. Again, see, this one I cut a little bit. But it's okay. They don't have to be the same size. The G, I think, is going to be a little bit harder. This is still a little wet. Should I try the G out of this piece of yellow? Let's try the G out of this piece of yellow. So I know I want the bottom rounded. And the top's going to be rounded. So I'm just going to round off all these corners right now. And I know I need, this is going to have to go in and out because the G has that thing. This, I'm going to go in, cut the circle. Yes, I'm freehanding and winging. No. I think I would make much more of a mess, Belinda, if I tried that. I'll be honest with you. This is why I freehand cut everything. Because I don't know why. Probably because I like the randomness of it. That G is pretty big. That's okay. A, B, C, D. We need a D. Yeah, Belinda, I thought of that, but I don't want pen or pencil on the front. I'll be honest. I'm too darn lazy. Because then I would have to erase. I think that's why I freehand cut as much as I do. Because I'm lazy. What are you stealing? It's just me. I'm just lazy. All right. This is just a little tall. I'm gonna do a D. But yeah, I I don't know what it is. I'm perfectly capable of erasing if I want. I just don't. I admit it. I am lazy. Knife. And again, this is a little bit tall. I'm going to cut this inside and hope for the best because this paper is so thin. I can just feel it tearing. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Not too shabby. If I outline it in black, I can get away with it. But it's a big D. So I've got A to K already. A, B, C, G, H. I don't have an H. Well. Yeah, the other way you could do it too is just poke a hole and put your scissors through and cut on the insides. Okay. I have this piece of muck paper, book page again. And I'm going to cut an H out of this. It's going to be smaller because, why? Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They're supposed to be fun letters, right? So that's all I care about is that they're fun. I might do some, remember that bubble writing we used to do as kids? Those big, fat, round letters and stuff? Okay, so I've got A to K. I need an L. Let me cut it out of this. It did. I'm just going to do an L out of this. It's a little wonky. I'm not overly concerned. So we've got L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S. I need a T. I'll cut it out of this one. Problem with cutting black is I can't see where I've cut up to. Does that make sense? T, U, V, W. I need X, Y, Z. Z. X, Y, Z. I've got this. And cut the X out of this. It is hard to work with. I find that when I'm knitting and crocheting now, if somebody wants something in black, it's just not going to happen because I just can't do it. Oops. Obviously didn't get that one far enough. I like that. It's almost like one of those pinwheel things. I need a Y. Why? Because I love you. Got lots of black. Lots of black happening. Now I'll cut the Z out of this one. Don't have white polka dots there, but that's okay. I probably have some green. Probably I've got some green here. So I think the Y is going to have a curved, like the J. We're going to do a loop in the middle. Like I say, you guys can draw them out. You could do them block lettering. You could do them however you like. Just because I do them one way doesn't mean you guys have to do it. So it's Z in France as well. I have to trim this down. It's just a little on the large side. That's okay. Still large. There we have it. One fun, funky set of letters. And that just took an hour and 10 minutes. And I even blathered on at the beginning. Belinda, you were asking me about my ATCs. I can grab my ATC book and show you my collection of the ATCs I have done, if you like. Do a quick flip through. Let's just add this to the pile here. I'll have to go through that because some of that I'm going to keep, that I keep. Yes, no? Quick flip through of ATCs in my collection. Because I bulk make things, multi make things, because I'm so used to having a selling, right? Because I did a lot of selling. Thanks, Sylvia. I'm going to do a whole bunch of different sets. I'm going to pull this up so that you can see better. How much glare do we have? I'll take them out of the book and show. So I've got little houses with mushrooms. There's a mask. This one I did sent out with swaps, so I marked it. Do cats with butterflies. This one. Oh, this I did with Becca when she did the mixed media prompts. And I did her prompts on ATC cards. So that is 10 prompts on an ATC card. I did 5 of them during her live. Is that a big mushroom on top of a fairy house? It's behind the fairy houses. Well, this one kind of goes behind and in front. Are we getting lots of glare? The bottom ones? Am I giving anybody a headache? I'm trying not to do glare. Okay, so that's my first set. Well, no, that's a few sets. What's left of them. Then this one, I've done masks on my ATCs. This, I just, right when I send one out, if I'm doing a swap. And then I got hearts. This is just, I don't know what that is. It's just a doodle with stuff. Then I did some of my love bugs and a vine. The vine is a stencil. The bugs, I have a lot of fun doing the bugs. These I actually put words on. I don't normally put words on my work. So that was, I don't know what kind of phase I was going through, but I put words on my work. And then that's definitely mixed media. It's got all kinds of fibers and bits and stuff. Oh, thanks, Barbara. Oh, then we got more houses with trees. and bushes. Then we got more hearts. I love hearts. Sorry, Kel, if you're here. And then this is another mixed media, just a doodle with some lace and whatever, Glue it down because you can. And then you can see the houses and trees because it happened. It happens like that. Then I went through a manure curve phase. I did a bunch of cows. Sorry for the glare. Then I've got grass. I was on a cow theme. I don't know why, but it happens. And then this one is just doodle bits, my frames and leftover stuff that I can't throw out, Then I was playing with green triangles. I think I was doing 15 green triangles. Yeah, 15 green triangles on each page. I did a whole series. Don't ask me why. It's I need to do things. Then these are just random ones that I've done. I did a crazy lady. Manure does indeed occur. Goonie bird, can't sing, can't dance, too fat to fly. I was doing a Halloween theme. Another Goonie bird. Bloom where you're planted. And then I've got women crossed out. Women are not puppets. And then just another little doodle ATC. This one I actually used stamps on. I've got the swirly stamp and I did the feathers and fussy cut them out and put them on top with a bunch of doodles. More mushrooms, toadstools, whatever. And then some more Goonie birds with feathers. Just random. These are just, using up bits on the desk. I actually used a picture of a bird, a cutout picture of a bird there. And a camera and people dancing. So I do use my fussy cuts. Not very often, but I have used them. It goes on forever, guys. Oh, thanks, Belinda. Again, this is actually supposed to be a weeping willow. I cut out like teardrops for leaves, but I've got them facing the wrong way. Put them on with string. Just random hello ones. Oh, this one's in upside down because why? I'll flip it. And fish and fungus. Surprise! Kim's fish and fungus. No flowers. No flowers on that. Never ends, guys. I've been making ATCs for a long time. More bits. Kim bits. All these little flowers I did out of um, crepe paper roll and touched them with markers to give them color. But they're like my vases. Oh, too much glare. Sorry, guys. I like upside down. So that's actually where my floral cards started, was on ATCs. This one is a little bit big because I used jewelry findings and it doesn't sit in the thing nice. Trying not to make anybody seasick. More fish and hearts. These are just kind of abstract. Pick a color, throw stuff on a card. And this one was, I did a series, Sealed with a Kiss. I've got flannel with lips on it. So I've put lips and dangly things on each of these ATCs. I love dangly things. I have been doing this for quite a while. I started doing ATCs 15 years ago, maybe. I'm sorry, I'm glaring at you. Okay, I'll move that off and I'll just pull one sheet out at a time and do it this way so that I can control the glare. Again, fish and frames and woven paper. Trying so hard not to glare. Random numbers. No, I've been doing it for about 15 years. I love making ATCs. Obviously, I have a whole book full, and I don't swap often as I probably should. Here again, fairy houses, little fairy houses I did on these ATCs. This one's in a frame, it's got a nice path. This one's got trees. And then these were just random. I did my own prompts, a prompt card. So peace sign and everything. So again, that's 10 prompts on an ATC. So yeah, I've got ATCs. And I know I've got more someplace. I just don't. They're just not in my book yet. So that's that. That's that. Yeah, I was only 2 in 1960. I have no idea what kind of artwork I was doing then, but I could only imagine. So that's been 2 hours, guys. Nope, an hour and a half, not even. Oh my. I do. I like ATCs. You were 7 in 1960? All right. So I am going to let everybody go. I still have some cooking stuff I got to get ready for the hordes coming for supper. I really appreciate you guys being here. Please, if you make some fun letters, post them on Meet Your Creativity, or if you're doing those things, these things, fairy houses. Oh, thanks, Sylvia. Hey, thanks. I'm glad you came and caught me live too. It's always fun. Well, I have fun. I don't know about you guys. I assume you guys have fun because you come back. Thanks again, guys. Appreciate you all. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And if I don't see you in people's lives this week, which I'm sure I will, and I will see you on Friday. Thanks, everyone. Oh, look, I'm mucky. Surprise. Bye, all. Hugs to you guys, too. Bye.